Gist with Jolly. Bringing you hot and direct gist. From the Nollywood, subscribe and turn notification bell.
I've been watching Bryan Okwara for some time now. He has the presence on his social media is something that is encouraging. You know, sometime in the past, like for 3-4 months ago, I made a serious complaint regarding Bryan Okwara that he doesn't frequent his social media, that he doesn't even post, he doesn't, everywhere is so dry. And when I did a bio of him, I didn't even get much information, only that okay, I saw that he had a baby mama, he had a son. Yes, he acts frequently with Sonia Uche and many other actresses and actors, and then he loves to travel, and then he's a foodie as well. So I basically was like encouraging him, because many Sonia Uche fans are beginning to like him because of how frequently he's now acting with Sonia Uche, and then that love we have for Sonia Uche, that Sonia Uche fans have for other actors that acts with her are now being transferred to Bryan Okwara. But he's not making everything easy for us, because we don't seem to get any information to like update people like regarding him, maybe to like keep watching or frequenting his social media. And we even went to the extent of telling him that even if he miss him running or sleeping, he should do something that could actually get bloggers like us and many other people talking. That is how you can become relevant and make your presence felt, and then build your fan base. And then our free saints are beginning to see the more of him on his stories, showing us back scenes, showing us movies of him and Sonia Uche and many other. At least we are very happy now. When I spotted it, I was like, yes, he's beginning to like yield to the demands of his fan. And now that is how a fan will begin to like develop for him. I mean, fan base will start develop, because I don't really know if Bryan has a fan base. Like if he actually has scattered fans across the world, but at least by doing this kind of thing, you see people will start coming together to form a group that we are supporting Bryan Okwara. You understand? So when I saw him running and laughing, I didn't know he display type. Oh yes, he's display type like that. I always think he's a very serious minded person. You know, Bryan Okwara recently has been acting with Sonia Uche back to back, and I keep asking, maybe they are based he's basically based in Abuja, and that is where most of their movies are based, shot in Abuja mostly. And I beginning to think that yes, he is currently based there. But is it that he cannot act in other states apart from being in Abuja? Because most times we discover that majority of the movies are in Abuja. It means that Sonia too has to travel to Abuja, and we also know that Sonia also used to be in Lagos as well. Does it mean that Bryan, if it is not Abuja, you will not act or something? Well, I don't know. I start to be corrected anyways, but I'm beginning to love that aspect of him, and he's beginning to develop. Many fans are beginning to develop love for him, in the sense that he's becoming a social media person. It's not just solely on Instagram. I was going through the streets of TikTok and I discovered that he was there. I was so surprised, because I was like, yeah, you're also here in TikTok, because of course everybody should be all the social media platform, but the Bryan that I know is only kind of I thought he is one-sided kind of social media, not knowing that he was on TikTok. And I was so happy to see him on TikTok that very day. I got scrolled past, because basically I wasn't looking for him on that very day. So what am I even trying to say is that he is presence on social media is becoming a stable one, and people are beginning to love that. And do you know what? Some people have started even giving him name Bryan Sonia, especially when he acts with Sonia. They've already started canvassing and gathering fans for that of Bryan and Sonia, and I don't know how far this can be. By the time one person identifies with another and another person identifies with yet another person, that is how they'll begin to form groups for them. But it's good for them, because you know why? The fans of Bryan and Sonia Uche together will always be the ones to watch their movie whenever it is out, because most of these things now that are being done is on the fact that it is your fan that will go see your movie, and the person you act with. Many other people that are that don't even have fans may likely say, okay, because of the adverts that I saw concerning this movie, let me just go and watch. But it is very important people do have their fans, so that they can always help them in watching their movies. You understand? Then publicity, I keep making emphasis on this publicity, but many producers may not understand what it means. Okay, look at the last video that I uploaded that was talking about Ejiro's wish. Do you know that it was basically on all social media, even on Facebook and TikTok? I got to see it on TikTok again too, on Regina Daniel's TikTok, where they were still advertising the movie. And then I saw other bloggers talking about it on TikTok, where those people showing movies, and they were making a movie of it, and they were showing it on TikTok. So that publicity is a very important thing, and that publicity of a thing is still working out for Bryan right now, because he's telling everybody that he's on movie set. And it's also important that you don't just have to write movie coming very soon. You just put the name of the movie, so that when it is out, the person can actually know the name, because it is not all the time that people will know that you're about to release movie. But it's very important to tell them the name of the movie you're making. I got one that he posted. That is Bryan saying the movie is coming very soon. Which movie? What is the name of the movie? People shouldn't be hiding the names of the movie. Always say the name of the movie, so that people will have it at the back of their mind and write it down. They will like, it is on one of our lists that this movie is going to come. So it is very important you keep the name of the movie public. Don't hide it and say it's because it's not out. No. That's how people will get to know when it is out, by saying, I saw the BTS of this name of this so and so movie by Bryan and so person. Let me even search the YouTube and see if they've uploaded. Not everybody will get the announcement of when the movie is eventually released, but when they see the BTS, they can actually grab the name, and then maybe sometime later they will like, this BTS I saw of Bryan, I don't know if it has been released. Okay, let me go to YouTube and search the name. And when the person searches Bryan movie, then title, they will write the name. You see that YouTube will bring it out. So it's very important you always put the name, because Bryan, you're not always doing that. I always see your movie. I always see movie coming very soon. No title, no nothing. It is very wrong. So people should take correction, because you are not helping us. You're helping yourself with it. At the end of the day, you're advertising the movie ahead of time. You understand? There was a movie of Sonia that we saw, the BTS, which is Daddy, where she was crying that the baby, your wife hits me. It's going to be showing. It's in fact is currently showing because this at the time I made this video, it was it was on the fourth afternoon, and the Uche Nabunabo, they wrote on their channel that the movie that they will be showing on Uche Nabunabo by 6 p.m. So before you get this video, it would have already been running, because many people were like, Sonia Uche movie has not been out for like a week or two now, and people are like starving, asking what's happening and the rest of that. But we got the message that a movie of Sonia will be uploading by 6 p.m. So before this movie would already be streaming. So basically it's an advert, because this steady. We had already seen the adverts long time ago, and everybody was anticipating, waiting for the drop. So you get, so when it is eventually drops, it won't be a kind of a surprise because already seen the BTS of it. So Bryan, I'm really a thumbs up to you. I'm so excited, pretty excited, because you're now showing yourself. You're now coming out publicly to like tell everybody that, hey, look, I am, look where I am, look what I'm doing right now, and the rest of it. And he's a kind of a foodie, not even a kind, he's a foodie. He loves good food. That's one thing. Anyways, he loves good food. One of the the actors that I know that are foodies are Warren, Chris Ogabwe, then you see Bryan, then who, then you see Deza. I see his Deza. These are people they love to eat. Ah, my goodness. Anyways, whichever one, let's see. If Chris Ogabwe uses this his own as a content, you see, and he's working out well for him. Anytime he's eating, he's I like it that he intentionally does that. He will bring out his food and then he will not start talking to his fans. And then I felt, maybe the first time I saw it, I was like, must you be talking while eating, not knowing that he intentionally does that. That's creating of content. And you see the comment section of it, of his feud, because he will eat one and then start talking. Is a content creation on his own part. So anything you're doing, you can't just have to like be, closer to your fans. Be like, I love Chris too. On that note, he's very close to his fans, always talking and communicating with them as though they are very close to him. He will like, do you know what happened? Do you know what happened yesterday? He will not eat one spoon and say, don't worry, I will gist you. Then he will not scoop one spoon and eat, and I say, yes, like the gist I was telling you, that thing that happened. Yeah, he is this very kind of person. Go to his Instagram, you will see, check it out, check all the videos. But one thing about it is that he's always using Igbo to speak, of which it is very bad, because all your fans cannot be Igbo fans. So I did make a video that telling him that he should stop using Igbo to speak to his fans, because he doesn't have only one fan across the world. There are people who are dying to understand what he's saying, but no. So he's a very good one. At least he's always very good at interacting with his fans all the time, especially when eating. Now that you have started showing yourself, Bryan, it's an indication that very soon you will now have your own channel, because these are ways they start doing it, that once they start showcasing themselves always on back scenes of movies, before you know it, they'll make their own production and say, hey, go and subscribe to Bryan Okwara TV. Anyways, we are hopefully waiting for when that will happen, but for now we're excited to hear and see that you're now showing yourself to everybody, and people are beginning to love that aspect of him. Anyways, what's your take on this one? I don't know if you noticed what I have seen, or are you seeing in another angle? Let us hear you on the comment section.
I don't get